was clean, what made us slaughter every boundary we drew in this mirror, me and you. French perfume, broken glass, every future's just the past. Dressed in different clothes today, watch the stains just wash away. SAVON, where the ending began. Soap bubble holding all our dreams. Nothing's ever what it seems. SAVON, cleaner than before. SAVON, but I'm still asking for. Must come down, but maybe up and down's the same when you forget your own name. Porcelain breaks, diamonds rust, sacred love and holy lust. Mirror, mirror on the wall, shows no one there at all. Scrub until the skin's not there, find the space between despair. You and I and me and we are just ripples in the foam of this temporary home. Rose water, gasoline, different names for the same scene playing out behind closed eyes where the truth and fiction lies. Down together, rise apart, and then beginning, stop and start are the stories that we tell in this heaven that feels like hell. SAVON, foam without the fear. SAVON. Of your pain, empty, full, it's all the same. Water playing this old game. SAVON, where the droplets meet. SAVON, bitter turning sweet. In the space between the breath before birth and after death. This love that has no weight. SAVON, SAVON. was never gone, it's gone. Savon, we are the song the water sings along. Watercolor bleeding through the paper of my skin. Every shade of me and you mixing where we begin. Crimson thoughts on azure days, golden hour in my veins. Watch the rainbow slowly fade into monochrome again. Drop, watch them fall, these liquid moments painting all the walls between what accidentally perfect, my friend. Stumbled into being great. Guess this must be fate. Woke up this morning, hair a total mess. Looked into the mirror, thought, who is this goddess? Tripped over my own feet, but made it look like dance. Every accident I make becomes a second chance. Oops, I'm awesome. Didn't even try to be. Oops, I'm awesome. This is just the real me. Every flow's a feature, every fall's a flight. Oops, I'm awesome. Shining in my own light. Failed my driving test, but the instructor fell in love with the way I parallel park in dimensions from above. Burned my birthday cake, but the smoke spelled out my name. Now the fire department wants to play my game. I don't know how this happened. I was trying to be small, but the universe keeps laughing at my beautiful downfall. Oops, I'm awesome. Magic in my mistakes. Oops, I'm awesome. Whatever this world takes. Every tear's a diamond, every scar's a star. Oops, I'm awesome. Perfect as I are. Maybe awesome was the plan all along. Maybe flawed was just a mask I was wearing wrong. Strip away the trying and strip away the shame. What remains is shining and it doesn't need a name. Perfect and perfect, same thing in the end. Perfect and perfect, my own best friend. Awesome, awesome. Just two sides of one coin. Awesome, awesome. Where do they disjoin? Oops, I'm awesome. So are you, my dear. Oops, we're awesome when we stop living in fear. Every soul's a diamond, every heart's a star. Oops, we're awesome, perfect as we are. Oops, did it again. Found the gold inside the pain. Every oops becomes an O when you finally let go. Oops, I'm awesome. Oops, you're awesome. We were always awesome. Just forgot to see it. Awesome. Sha-da-da-ba, sha-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba, sha-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba, sha-da-above the ground. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Sugar crystals on my tongue. Every note that I have sung dissolved into the air like it was never there. Sha-da-ba-ba, sha-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba, sha-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba, sha-da-above the ground. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Lollipop dreams in neon light. Taste the rainbow, taste the night. Every flavor tells a lie about the sweetness you and I think we need to feel complete. But bitter, sour, salty, sweet are just different names we give to the only life we live. Candy melody in my head.
space between what's real and what we think we ought to feel. Chocolate rivers, honey streams, all just temporary dreams that melt upon my waking tongue like every song I've ever sung. Wrapper crinkles, then it's gone, but was there candy all along, or just the hope that something sweet could make this moment feel complete? Melody in the air, place for no one, place for prayer. Sugar high and sugar crash, all just moments in a flash. Candy melody, sing it loud till you lose it in the crowd of every note that's ever been played on this celestial machine. Melt me down, build me up from this artificial cup I've been drinking all my life. Sweet salvation, bitter knife. Taste the music on your lips. Taste these temporary trips through the flavors of the heart. Falling down, falling apart. Something that was whole before we learned to call it soul. Before we wrapped it up in names like candy, love, and dull organ. Candy melody plays for free in the space between you, me, and the silence that contains all our pleasures, all our pains. Candy melody, sweet and true, is the song that's singing you before the rapper aftertaste. Nothing's lost and nothing's waste. Sugar crystals on the ground, every note becomes no sound, but the singing never dies. It just closes its disguise. Candy melody, candy melody, was always you and always me. Candy melody, the sweetest taste is being free. Uninvited, but you came through the window of my brain, breaking all my careful plans with your wild and reckless hands. Set the table for my sorrow, plan to eat it all alone, but you kicked down all my doors, made Yellow frequency in my mind, peeling back the space and time, driving through the fruited plains of kaleidoscopic brains. Monkey see and monkey do, but who's the monkey, me or you? Climbing up the twisted tree of probability. Banana phone rings in my ear, cosmic calls from there to here. Split the difference, split the seam between what's real and what's a dream. Burn out overdrive, taking me alive to the place where logic slips on its own banana chips. Burn out overdrive, how did I arrive at this yellow submarine in my psychedelic scene? Peel away the morning light, find the seeds of endless night, growing in the fertile ground of this trippy, trippy sound. Dancing molecules of gold tell the stories never told by the serious, by the straight, who never learned to celebrate. Slip, slip on the peel of thought, slip, slip to the place you ought. Never go, but always are, traveling near, traveling far on in the same cosmic car of this yellow, yellow star. Every BB driven on a bio era, ima era, niva el till to what you need, magnima to what you need, monster. Mirror, mirror on the wall, shows of fruit stand after all. Every face becomes a peel we thought becomes the real. Driving backwards into now, yellow wisdom shows me how to be silly, to be free in this fruit salad reality. Banana overdrive makes the dead alive in the compost of the mind, where new meanings come to find. Banana overdrive, from the height to jive of the bees that pollinate my psychedelic state. Potassium dreams and vitamin schemes, nothing's quite the way it seems in this yellow tinted glass, watching sanity surpass insanity at last. When the drive comes to an end and the curves no longer bend through dimensions yet unknown, I discover I'm alone with the peel and with the fruit of this strange pursuit of meaning in the yellow glow of what we think we know. secrets held in carbon mass. What we are and what we seem, dancing in this liquid dream. It's carbonated in the moments that we pass. Are you listening, stranger, to the fizz inside your veins? Are you feeling stranger? All the joy and all the pain. We're all just carbonation in somebody else's dream, floating through the darkness. Nothing's quite the way it seems. Tell me what you're made of when the bubbles start to fade. Are we really just effervescence in this masquerade we've played? I've been thinking about dissolution, how we scatter when we're free. Maybe separation's just illusion. Maybe you and I are sea. The ocean doesn't know its waves. The sky can't see its blue. The fizz can't taste its own sweet rage. But somehow I taste you. Pop goes the bubble of believing. Pop goes the myth of being whole. Pop goes the story we've been weaving. Pop, pop, pop into the soul. Listen up, you carbon copies of carbon dreams. Nothing's what it appears to be or what it seems. We're molecular fiction in a chemical scene, fizzing through existence like we're amphetamine. But I refuse to be reduced to H2O. I'm the chaos in your cola, the rebellion in your flow. Every bubble's got a story, every story's got a ghost. I'm the spirit in your soda, I'm the fire in your coast. So raise your glass to mystery, to questions with no answers clean. We're living in the chemistry between the real and in between. We're all just combination, but we're burning up the night, floating through forever in this temporary light. Tell me what you're made of when the world stops making sense. Are we real or just the physics of some cosmic innocence? Bubbles rise through evening glass. Clock hand spinning backwards, time's a ghost I can't outrun. Mirror shows a stranger's face, wondering what I've become.
like they're running out of time. Your rhythm doesn't match their metronome, and that's perfectly fine. looking in the mirror, smiling at this beautifully late arriving grace. I'm exactly where I need to be, even if I don't know when. Being late for everything means I'm right on time again. Curtain rises on my back, marble stage where I perform. Every bubble tells a story of a heart caught in the storm. Velvet curtains frame the mirror where I practice every line. To be clean or not to be clean is the question most divine. Velvet soap opera, tragedy in sight. Velvet soap opera, washing away what was. Every performance leaves a stain. Every audience feels the pain of this beautiful refrain. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the grand illusion of control, where the actress and the role become impossible to separate. Watch her scrub away the makeup of the person she pretends to be, till there's nothing left but water and the question, who is she? I am the star upon the stage, I am the watcher in the crowd. But when the curtain falls at last, the silence speaks more truth than love. I sing my sorrow, sing my joy, I hear the echo of my heart in this theater made of steam, where ending is the perfect start. Spotlight fades, but I remain in the darkness of the tub. Every tear's a standing ovation for the role I'll never scrub. Away completely, though I try to wash the drama from my skin. The show must go on, they cry, but who decides where shows begin? Velvet soap opera, grand finale. Velvet soap opera, in the sacred valley. Every bubble is a dream, every ripple what it seems. Nothing's real and all's a dream. Bravo, bravo, encore, encore. But there's no one keeping score in this theater of the divine, where your performance becomes mine. The opera ends where it began, with water, silence, and the span between the role and who I am dissolve. sweet synthetic symphony fading on my tongue. Mrs. Bubblegum, you taught me how to stay forever young. She lived in corner candy stores with sugar-coated dreams, wrapped in pink and purple foil. Nothing's quite the way it seems. Her flavor lasted 17 precious seconds on my teeth, but 17 eternities live in the space beneath. Oh, Mrs. B, you sticky queen of childhood's last refrain, teaching theology through sweetness, joy disguises pain. Goodbye, Mrs. Bubblegum. Your lessons crystal clear. The sweeter that we hold on tight, the faster you disappear. Oh, goodbye, Mrs. Bubblegum. You philosopher in pain. Sometimes the most important truths are gone before we blink. You stretched yourself impossibly thin just to make me smile. Burst my bubble every time, but made the mess worthwhile. In your temporary temple, I learned impermanence. Every chew meditation on the beauty of transience. Mrs. B, my teacher, sweet of letting go with grace, showing me that endings give beginning their true place. Goodbye, Mrs. Bubblegum. Your wisdom, sugar sweet. You taught me how to savor what we're destined to complete. Oh, goodbye, Mrs. Bubblegum. My mentor made of gum. Some lessons stick forever, even when the flavor's gone. I used to think that losing you meant something died inside, but now I taste your teaching in every tear I've cried. The gum beneath the school desk still holds our secret code. That sweet and sticky moments are the only truth we know. Pop goes the bubble of believing, snap goes the gum of growing old. Chew on this philosophy, some stories can't be told. They have to be experienced between your teeth and tongue. Mrs. Bubblegum, you genius, you kept me forever young. In the quiet Sunday morning, when the world feels soft and new, I taste a hint of strawberry and think of me and you. Goodbye, Mrs. Bubblegum, but not really goodbye. You're living in sweet synthetic symphony still echoes in my heart. Mrs. Bubblegum, you showed me every end's a perfect start. So here's to pink perfection in a world of bitter truth. Goodbye, my sticky teacher.